Breaking NFL update. Abdul Carter is making a change. He will wear number 3 next season. New number, new mindset. This is more than style. It's a fresh start. Carter has shown potential, but now expectations are higher. The Giants need impact, and Carter has a big chance. Now, the question is simple. Will this be his breakout season? In the National Football League, change does not always arrive with headlines, contracts, or blockbuster trades. Sometimes it appears in the smallest details, the kind that casual observers might overlook, but dedicated fans immediately recognize as meaningful. For Abdul Carter, the decision to switch his jersey number to 3 ahead of the upcoming season with the New York Giants is one of those moments that quietly signals something bigger beneath the surface. A jersey number in football is never just a number. It becomes part of an identity, something fans associate with their style of play, their energy, and their presence on the field. Over time, it carries memory, expectation, and sometimes even pressure. When a player decides to change it, especially early in a developing career, it often reflects a deeper intention. It can represent a reset, a shift in mentality, or even a declaration that a new version of that player is about to emerge. For Carter, this change arrives at a critical point in his journey. He is no longer simply a developing talent trying to find his footing. Now he is entering a phase where the expectations begin to rise. The flashes of ability he has already shown are no longer enough on their own. In the NFL, potential is always noticed, but production is what ultimately defines a career. And this upcoming season may be the one that determines how Carter is viewed moving forward. From a pure football perspective, Carter brings tools that cannot be taught. His speed off the edge is noticeable. His ability to close space quickly puts pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and his physical presence gives him the ability to disrupt plays before they fully develop. These are the raw elements that teams look for when building a strong defensive front. However, the challenge has always been consistency. Turning moments into patterns, flashes into reliability, and performance into production is what separates rotational players from impact starters. The Giants, as a team, are also at an important stage. Defensive strength in the modern NFL is no longer just about stopping the run or holding ground. It is about creating chaos. It is about forcing quarterbacks into uncomfortable situations, collapsing pockets, and generating plays that shift momentum. Pass rushers play a central role in that identity, and players like Carter are expected to grow into those responsibilities. This is where the psychological side of the game becomes just as important as the physical. Athletes often look for ways to mentally reset, to create a clear line between what was and what is coming next. A jersey number change can serve exactly that purpose. It becomes a symbol, a reminder every time they step onto the field that this is a new chapter. For Carter, wearing number 3 could represent that internal shift, a decision to approach the season with a different level of focus, urgency, and determination. There is also a connection between these symbolic changes and fan perception. Supporters of the Giants will notice this immediately. They will watch closely, attaching meaning to every performance, every big play, every moment where Carter steps up. If he delivers early in the season, the narrative will build quickly. Number 3 will not just be seen as a change, but as the beginning of something significant. Fans love these stories because they provide a sense of progression, a storyline that evolves week by week. From a strategic standpoint, the development of Carter could have a direct impact on the team's overall defensive success. If he takes the next step, it adds another layer to the pass rush, making it more difficult for offenses to focus on a single threat. Depth and versatility on defense often determine how successful a unit can be over the course of a long season. One player stepping up can change the entire dynamic. There is also the broader perspective of career trajectory. The NFL moves quickly. Opportunities appear and disappear within seasons, sometimes within games. Players who capitalize on key moments often define their path, while those who hesitate can find themselves searching for consistency year after year. Carter is entering a phase where those defining moments are likely to come more frequently. How he responds will shape not only this season, but potentially the direction of his career. The number change, in that sense, becomes a marker, a point in time that people can look back on. If he succeeds, it will be remembered as the moment he turned a corner, when everything started to come together. If challenges remain, it will still stand as a sign of his intention to evolve, to take control of his narrative in a league that nothing is guaranteed. As the new season approaches, the focus will gradually shift from off-field updates to on-field performance. Training sessions, preseason preparations, and early games will begin to reveal whether this change translates into something tangible. Coaches will be watching closely, teammates will be expecting growth, and fans will be waiting for that first big play that confirms their belief. In the end, this is how stories in the NFL are often built, not always through massive headlines, but through small decisions that carry weight over time. Abdul Carter choosing to wear number 3 is one of those decisions. It is simple on the surface, but layered with meaning underneath. And now, as the season gets closer, one question naturally rises above the rest. Can this small change become the start of something big? Because in football, sometimes a new number is not just a new look. It is the beginning of a new identity.